As we said, there's a lot of celebrities in the building tonight. We happen to have Coach Troy Sowers for Eastern York in the building with us right now, supporting the younger kids here at the Youth Championship game held at Redlawn Junior High School. Marcellus, go ahead. You're sitting right beside Troy Sowers, man. Go ahead and give him a conversation. Everybody knows about Coach Sowers. He's been around for a long time, and he may not remember this. He's my 8th grade coach back in the day for York High.
I remember that well. You look almost the same, a little more facial hair, but
absolutely
same face, same look.
Yeah, I tell people quite often, right? You're one of the best coaches I've ever been around, and you played Trey Mechanic one-on-one one time back in a long time ago, and you bust Trey's butt on the court, man. And Trey's about 220, had all the skill set, but you were just dogging him out there on the court, man. Great coach, and we're lucky to have you here to talk about your big win with Eastern York.
Sounds good, thank you.
Deep three there by Martin, no good. Oh, it looks ahead. Oh, another three. Money! Woo, Magruder. Magruder's just been hot so far. So, Coach Sowers, this is something I got to ask you. You won at York High, if I'm not mistaken, 4 times, county champs, district champs at York High. You went to my high school, Spring Grove. You won districts there, the girls, right? And that was
yes.
the program's first ever districts. Now you go to Eastern and win there. Is that song, All I Do Is Win, Win, Win? Did you write that?
I didn't write that, but it's fun to listen to. After 3 district titles at York High and 1 with Spring Grove and 1 at Eastern, it's a nice song to think about my 5 district titles. All those teams were very different, but to see the joy in the kids' faces at the Giant Center when they get that gold medal, it's priceless. My York High guys loved it. My Spring Grove girls team, actually, we got to win that on our home floor during the COVID season. We didn't go up there. But this one, Friday night, fire truck police escort back to Wrightsville. We drove all through Wrightsville. Hundreds and hundreds of fans standing out in the street. My guys hanging out the bus, everybody cheering. It was an unbelievable experience for them.
Wow, yeah, I read a little bit about, you were just saying, and I played against Jason Seitz back in '95 when I was at Spring Grove. He was Eastern, and I said he was the same height as me in about 7th or 8th grade, and the dude grew a foot. But it's such a family. It reminds me of Redline and Central as well, where it's just a community and a family of basketball. Have you seen that at all the schools? You also were you at Votech as well?
That was my first time as a varsity coach after coaching Dew here for a couple years at the junior high level at York High. My first varsity job was the boys' Votech team, so that was back in 96, 97, yes, way back.
So now if I'm not mistaken, your brother, is it Austin Powers? Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, your brother also coaches with you, right?
Yeah, I picked up Travis with me this stint through. I picked up my son Noah for my Spring Grove 4 years, and I had Eric Sowers as my assistant for all of Spring Grove in here. You can really trust your family. So as a head coach, I like to keep my assistants blood relatives. So we're just going to keep rolling with that since it's been working.
Yeah, it's definitely been working.
And Coach Sowers, you've been around for so long. What drives you? What keeps you into the game? And what's so special about being at Eastern York this year?
Yeah, I think my competitive nature. I really like to take on challenges and see if I can come out on top. It's fun to try to get a collective group of 12 to 15 people together, being your players and your coaches, and I try to have one common goal at the end of the season and gain inches along the way and see if you can make something special out of that 5-month time during the season. Eastern has been really special because, getting the job last May, we didn't have a whole lot of time over the summer to get things situated. Didn't look the greatest in summer league, went through some growing pains early in the season, but my 3 captains, Carter Walmsley and Brady Seitz and Carter Foot Renwick, really stuck together with us as the coach's mindset on what we had to do to get better.
Yeah, we know it's a team effort. Like I said, you can't win a game unless you have your whole team locked in, ready to go. But give us a little bit about Carter Walmsley, man. That second half, I watched the second half, and he came into the second half with 0 points. Ended the game, I believe, with 20 points. Yeah. It was just so dominant the second half, man. He just went on the roll. Just give me what fire did you light underneath him during halftime to get him going?
Yeah, Carter has been unbelievable in the playoffs. We call him Playoff Carter, where he's just taken over some games. And this was probably his first 16 minutes of the playoff season where he wasn't at his best. And he was getting good shots. He was just 0 for 6. And I told him and all the kids, it wasn't that great of a half for us shooting the ball. I said, you're not robots. No one can expect any athlete at any level to be perfect. I believe in you. I told Carter to take over and win us a district title, and I think the teammates all said the same thing, keep shooting, keep shooting. He was getting good shots that just weren't going in, so we didn't really want to change any part of our game plan other than, get some of those shots to go in. And we took on the mantra, take what you want, and I think that second half, Carter took what he wanted and led us to a district title.
Absolutely, man. It was a great thing, and I said great for the YIAA to have, a district championship here, to bring it back home to York County. So, big shout out to Troy Sowers, man. We really appreciate everything you do. When we heard you were the incoming coach for Eastern York, we automatically knew they picked a winner and that they were going to go far this year, man. So, like I said, I've always been impressed with your coaching style and the different places you've been. You bring that winning culture, and it's just a pleasure, to have a chance to speak to you again after so many years.
I appreciate that a lot. I mean, it's fun to be here with you guys. Without this program that you guys put on, York County would miss so much good basketball. I know it was a dream that you had, years back, and you talked about that with me when you've seen me do like many years ago. So to see what you guys did come to fruition and allow all of this to be seen is tremendous. So you guys get a lot of respect from me as well.
Hey, and real quick, I want to give you another credit as well. I'm going to go over to the cheerleaders real fast and give them some love. But we want to give you another credit as well. That game you had against Central York in the county playoffs, that was a very close game, 65-60. You were right there knocking on the door, ready to upset the #1 team in district. So, you guys are ready to go, man, and you do a great job of having your guys ready for the playoffs in the districts. So, again, I'm just, in awe of your coaching style, man, and what you've been doing for the last 25 years.
Thank you. Yeah, we put a lot of effort when we get to the playoff time, game planning, scheming, trying to give our guys inches in the game against other teams' personnel, and we just wanted to promote a 32-minute long battle, live and die every possession. And I think my guys got to that level. After the Central game, I felt like my guys were ready to compete with anybody that we run into, 4A in the districts or the states. And hopefully we can continue it in the state run. And good luck to Central and Red Lion and York Suburban as well. On the boys' side, hopefully we can make some more damage in states.
Absolutely. So who's up next right now for Eastern York? Who you guys face in the first round?
Yeah, we have South Allegheny out of McKeesport. They have a 3.5-hour drive to come to us, which benefits us tremendously. We just have to, wander on over to our gym and do the things we've been doing all season. It's always a tough draw from any of the Pittsburgh area teams, even though they're the 6th seed. I watched a little bit of film on them. I think they're 5'8", 6 foot, 6'3", 6'4". So we do have a size advantage. With Justin 6'5" and Carter 6'6", we're sort of built where we can defend most teams will play from a size standpoint. And then we just have to make sure, we match up guard-wise and take away some quickness. But they're athletic and quick, and they shoot threes. So probably they're going to want to get up and down the court and stretch our defense and get to the paint. And we're going to play what we play is pound it inside, play inside out, and let Justin Strasball, who's a monster, and Carter Walmsley, who's a monster, just lead us. I think they both had double-doubles in almost every game we played here in the playoff run.
Yeah, and speaking of Justin Strasball, we noticed that, there was an article about him not playing basketball this year. Well, didn't play basketball prior to this year. When you got over to Eastern York, are you one of the guys that pushing to come out on the court? I mean, when you see a guy 6'5", not pick up a basketball, you got to be on his butt, right? You got to be pretty much recruiting him to come out for the team.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to not give him a shot. We were at team camp, and the kids were talking about, there's this monster named Justin Strasball. I said, well, can he help us? And they all said yes, but he didn't play basketball. And I'm like, let me reach out to him. So I gave him a call in August, touched base with him all throughout his football season where he was dominant. He plays like T.J. Watt on the football field. I mean, he's an absolute monster.
Absolutely.
When I saw him play in his football game, like, that's what we need. He's the Energizer Bunny, a ticker like no other, and I was so glad and I'm happy for him that he decided to play his senior season and have all the accolades individually and for us as a team that he has.
Oh, man, what a pickup, man. And, again, congratulations on a great season so far. We know you guys have a lot more season left in this 2023-24 season. So, congratulations, Coach Sowers, and thanks for coming over and speaking to us. And we'll stay posted with everything Eastern York.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, and I just had to say, man, I hit you up late last night. You dropped everything, showed up, man. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to the community. Great pass as Caleb Robertson gets on the board again. Thank you so much, Coach Sowers. And like you said, man, I know you were with York High. You made it to the state championship game. I hope you get one this year, my man.
That sounds good. Thank you very much again, guys. Thanks, brother.